To solve a linear equation in one variable, you have to do the following steps. First, you need to simplify both sides of the equation. That means clearing the parentheses and combining all like terms. Second, you need to add or subtract the terms with the variable to one side, either the left or the right. It doesn't matter. Just choose the side you think is the easiest. That being said, once you do that, you need to add or subtract everything else to the opposite side. So if you decide to move your variables to the left, you need to move everything else to the right and vice versa. Once you've done that, you need to multiply or divide the coefficient of the variable to the other side. It is not necessary to do this, but it is optional, but you can plug your answer back in to see if it is correct. You do not need to do it, but if you would like to, it is an option for you. So, we're going to solve the equation 6x minus 4 equals 2x minus 8. So I'm deciding to move my x variable over to this side. So this 2x is positive. So to move it over, I am going to minus 2x to the other side. So it cancels this out here, but what you do to one side, you must do to the other side to keep the equation balanced. So now 6x minus 2x is going to give me 4x. I did nothing with the minus 4, so I'll just bring it down, equals, and then the minus 8, I will also bring that down. Now that I've moved the x's over here, I'm going to move all my non-x's to the other side. So I'm going to move this negative 4 over, and the way I do that is I see that it is a minus 4 here, so to move it over, I'm going to add 4 here to cancel it out, and then add 4 over here to balance the equation out. So bring my 4x down. So actually I'm going to bring it over here to make myself a little more room. So 4x equals, and then negative 8 plus 4 is going to give me negative 4. And now that I have all my x's to one side, I got to get the 4 away from it. So this 4 is multiplying with x. So to undo multiplication, I will do division. So I will divide by 4 to get rid of it. But again, I must keep the equation balanced, so I'm going to also divide by 4 over here. So when I do that, I'm going to have negative 4 divided by 4, which is going to give me negative 1, which is my solution. Now for this one, I will plug it back into check, but again, you do not need to. This is sufficient. So 6 times negative 1 minus 4 equals 2 times negative 1 minus 8. So negative 6 minus 4 equals negative 2 minus 8. Negative 6 minus 4 is going to give me negative 10. And then negative 2 minus 8 is also going to give me negative 10. Negative 10 is equal to negative 10. And since it is true, this is my solution to the equation. This again over here is optional. You do not need to, but if you want to, that's what it will look like when you check it. Next, I have 7 plus 3 equals 2 times p minus 3. So I'm going to combine like terms right here. So I'm going to get 7 plus 3 is 10 equals, and distribute the 2 within the parentheses. So I'm going to get 2p minus 6. Now I'm going to take this negative 6 and I'm going to move it over because I have all my p's to one side already. So there's no need to move any variables over. It's already done for me. So to move the negative 6 over, I'm going to do the opposite, which is a positive 6. Cancels that out here, but again, I balance the equation by doing it to the other side. 10 plus 6 is 16 equals 2p. And now to get the p by itself, I'm going to take this 2 that's multiplying p, and I'm going to divide it by 2. So these cancel, and again, what I do to one side, I must do to the other to keep it balanced. So 16 over 2 is going to give me 8 equals p. And this is the answer. Just note that I had the x over here on this side equaling negative 1, and this time I have the p on this side, and it's equal to 8. These are both the same. Whichever you prefer works. Finally, I have 2 plus 7x minus 5 equals 6 times the quantity x plus 3 plus 2x. So I see that I have a 2 and a negative 5 that are like terms on this side, so I'm going to combine them. That's going to give me negative 3 plus 7x, because there's no like terms over here on the left. Now I'm going to take this 6 and distribute it inside the parentheses on the right. I'm going to get 6x plus 18 plus 2x. Now I've combined all like terms over here, but over on this side I have two like terms, the 6 and the 2, because they both have an x, so I can combine those together. So negative 3 plus 7x equals 8x plus 18. Now I'm going to decide where I'm going to move the variables. I'm going to move them over to the right side. So I'm going to take this 7x, which is a positive, and I'm going to subtract it over to both sides. So those go away, leaving me with negative 3 equals 8 minus 7, which is just a single x, and then plus 18, bring it down. And now I'm going to take this positive 18, and I'm going to move it over by subtracting, doing the opposite on both sides. So those will cancel here, and then negative 3 minus 18 is negative 21 equals x. And this is the solution to this equation.